Slay, one of the premier cornerbacks after the league, was asked, hey, did you need help? Take a listen to this, and I want to get your thoughts on this.
Hey, Slay, was there any discussions on the sideline by you or anybody that you know of to possibly get you some more help as Metcalf kept having that big game?
Hell no, I don't need no help. What kind of question is that? Next one.
He definitely needed help, Brandon. He needed help.
Yes.
He needed help.
He needed a lot of help.
Yeah.
Triple team this guy. 177 yards, you don't need help, please.
Hey, Trae Young's Instagram check-in. Here's the drill. He can't miss 2 in a row, and he keeps on going further and further back. And we're going to get a shot here where I know you think he's far now, but you're going to get a shot like, how far away are you? So here's the question. Is this a good shot? And I know it's only worth 3 points. And Kirk Goldsberry dug into it that last year when he was taking those, and I'll read it to you. On the ensuing possessions, as those defenses turn into offenses, they rack up a wild 127 points per 100 possessions. That's not good. So when Trae Young misses one of these, it's just off to the races. So I don't know if this is a good shot. It's good for Instagram, but I literally have no clue whether Trae Young should be taking these. It's a good to watch, and it expands the defense. The question is, is there a whole new rebounding?
Wilds, it's
definitely. Tell that to Dame Lillard. You sound like Paul George. You sound like Paul George and Dame Lillard now. Okay. You and Paul George now. Buddy, not a good shot.
He's beyond half court, buddy. Wilds like, I don't know if he's beyond half court shots or good shots. They're not good shots.
Good for Dame.
So tonight on the Road Trippin' podcast, LeBron's going to do his first extended interview post-championship. Richard Jefferson, Allie Clifton, shout out to them. With a little sneak preview of this, he mentions the addition of Marc Gasol, and he says Marc Gasol has in his house my Defensive Player of the Year award. This bothers LeBron more than he's ever let on, but maybe he's finally letting on. In 2013, Marc Gasol was essentially third-team all-defense at center, yet somehow won Defensive Player of the Year, which denied LeBron the only trophy he hasn't won in the NBA. I'm excited to listen to the podcast. I'm also excited to see if LeBron elaborates on how he's going to get that trophy back, since he rightfully should have won it in 2013, Jenna.
All right, do you know why I love Tom Brady? Do you know why I love Bill Belichick? Because he speaks volumes without using words. Because he says things without saying things. Hey, how's Cam Newton playing? We're just focused on Week 12. Now you know how Cam Newton's playing because you can read into Bill Belichick. The other day, Bill Belichick was asked if he would consider bringing Matt Patricia back after he was just fired, to which Bill Belichick said this. I'd say right now we're really focused on correcting the mistakes from the Arizona game and moving on to the Chargers. Guys, did you hear that? I think he's bringing Matt Patricia back. I mean, I know he brought Josh Daniels back, and I know that Patricia spent 6 years there, so he knows that defense well. But because of this quote, if you read deeply into it, I think Matt Patricia's coming back to the Patriots. I'm just saying, I was blown away this morning when I couldn't believe he exposed all of that. All right, let's talk some Tampa Bay Bucks now. Breaking news. Says things without saying things. We know the Bucks have the GOAT, and we know that the GOAT has weapons. What we don't know appears to be the same thing the Bucks don't know, who they're trying to be, who their identity is. Many wondering why they don't just mimic the offense that Brady ran in New England. That is until Bruce Arians said this, quote, Tom Brady picks all the plays now. We call what he picks. We just have to get better. He's getting more comfortable every week, and we're getting close. Brandon, what do you make of Bruce Arians saying that it's actually Tom Brady who's picking the plays now and not Bruce Arians?
Tom Brady. Nick, what's his middle name? What do you call him? You say his whole name when you get on him. What's his name? Say
Edward Patrick Brady. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
I'm sitting here for 3 months defending you, standing on the table against Nick Wright, saying it's 90% Bruce Arians' offense, 10% Tom Brady. And now these reports are coming out. You have some questions to answer. I think tomorrow he speaks to the media. The reporters and guys and ladies on the beat are back in the locker room. So we're going to hear Tom Brady answer these questions. There's a lot that we need to hear, because if this is Tom Brady really picking these plays, and it's a complex situation because you have Bruce Arians, you also have Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, you have Tom Brady, who is a genius in himself from the offensive standpoint. So if it really is him, then we have a problem. Right? Like, you're Tom Brady, you're 43 years of age. Like, what makes you think that this is the time to take all these shots? Like, you need to hand the ball off. I don't know if it's like an ego play, and he's like, well, in New England, they forced me to dink and dunk. I want to prove to everyone that I'm this guy that can optimize my health and optimize my performance, TP12 method. I'm going to show everybody I can lead the league in passing yards. Like, no, we're trying to win a championship here. So he has a lot of questions that he has to answer. Now, this is a complex situation because you never know. Like, when you talk about picking the plays, I think about Coach Payton, I think about Drew Brees, and it's really universal throughout the National Football League, where you have a quarterback sit down with the play caller, and the quarterback tells the play caller, like, hey, in these situations, let's look at 3rd and short. What is 3rd and short? 3rd and short is 3rd and 1 to 3 yards. Here's the top plays that I like in this order. So when we get to 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, guess what he's going to call? The first thing that the quarterback likes. So that's that as far as picking the plays. But now when we go to the field, is Tom Brady actually going out there and orchestrating this whole thing? Like, look, let's get into this run play. Let's get into this pass play. We don't know that. So there's a lot of things that needs to come out, Nick, before I can really jump down his throat.
You're getting close, Brandon. I was so ready to just invite you into the fold. And then you were like, but, you know, with Sean Payton, 3rd and short, and I lost you a little bit. You were so close. Because here's what we know. We know Tom Brady picked the Tampa Bay Bucks. Vegas wanted him. I think the Chargers would have taken him. The Colts definitely would have taken him. Colts, great offensive line, good defense. Just hand it off, Tommy. Make a few plays. Nope. Fun and gun. No risk it, no biscuit. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, warm weather Tampa, Gronkaneers. We know he picked that. We know he picked Gronk. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt when maybe the team needed to focus on running more, he made them sign Antonio Brown. Something that the head coach, Bruce Arians, months before had said they absolutely would not do. All of a sudden, they're doing it. So why would he not be the one saying, let's run this type of offense? He went down there to run this type of offense. He went down there because 2019, we were told, and it sure seems like Brady felt, was not his fault. Lack of weapons, lack of creativity, lack of talent. It wasn't me, it was you. So now I will go somewhere else where those issues are solved, and you're going to see me bask in the glory of the most losses through 12 weeks that I've had since 09, and the most picks through 12 weeks that I've had since 06, and a team that is hanging on to a wild card spot by the skin of its teeth, and a coach who is not going to abide being blamed for all of this anymore. I mean, if Arians was feeling like this before the game, imagine once he hears the 3-hour Tony Romo love fest for Brady and just annihilation of Bruce Arians that broadcast was. So, Wilds, Bruce Arians ain't here for this. Listen, Tom Brady has been given immense power, and this is what it's looked like so far.
All right, so the question is this, and Jenna, it's going to be a reference to your Bill Belichick quote. Why do you think Bruce Arians is doing this, Nick? Do you actually think that in the battle of egos and that Tom Brady pushing back a little bit on this no risk it, no biscuit, do you think that is now, honestly, just to lay it out like kids, hurting Bruce Arians' feelings, and that's the reason why he goes to the media and kind of is sharing this info? He's not under truth serum. He doesn't have to say any of this, none of it, but he's volunteering it, and I don't know why.
Here's why. Because while Tom Brady's legacy is totally secure, written in stone, the GOAT of all GOATs, Bruce Arians is still writing his. And Bruce Arians knows, hey, when did Big Ben have the best stretch of his career? With me. When did Carson Palmer go from a guy who's bouncing around the league to MVP candidate? With me. Jameis Winston evidently can't even beat out Taysom Hill. He threw for 5,000 yards with me. And now the entire narrative on every show and every Bucs game is the good plays are Tom, the bad plays are me. Bleep that. That ain't right.